Hello my friends and welcome back to Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, a game that I really enjoyed when it came out in early access a couple months ago, and that has just had a huge patch. I did a video on this game when it came out, and this patch has rebalanced a lot of stuff, so I'm really excited to jump back in and try to get to the high difficulty levels again so that we can do some guides and stuff on this game, because I think that there's actually a lot to dive into with this game now that they've done the rebalance. I'm really excited to get back into it. They have reset all the progression, so we have to unlock the high difficulties again, and added a new map and rebalanced a bunch of the weapons, so it's been a pretty major patch, and we're going to check out the new map and try to unlock the higher difficulties again, because they redid the progression, so I no longer have access to the highest difficulties, so I need to re-unlock those. So we're going to go achievement hunting. The way that the difficulties get unlocked is you fulfill certain conditions during each level and unlock these pips, and then you need a certain number of them in order to reach the higher hazard levels. Right now we can get 2 from taking this hazard level 3 mission in the new biome, which I'm really excited to try out again. And the new biome is really cool. It's got a lot of cool mechanics that I really enjoy that add a lot to the strategy of the game, so really fun to check that out. We're going to go for just complete the dive. We're just going to try to win, and so I'm going to be using a strategy that I think wins this game very consistently, and I will show you that as we go. This game, if you're not familiar, you can check out my first video. I went over sort of how it works, but also it is just a survivors game, like Vampire Survivors or Brotato, but in the Deep Rock Galactic universe. It's a really fun game and has a really cool strategic element because it has destructible terrain. So you can use that to create channels to move the enemies through, protect yourself, and also it adds an element of having to run around and find resources on the map, which I think is a really cool addition to this genre. We're going to play to just get our win and try to win as easily as possible. The strategy that I'm going to go with is to play the Scout and take the Recon Scout, who starts with the Zukov. This gun is pretty bad at the start, but if you get it to level 18, it becomes unbelievably strong when it gets its capstone upgrade, so we're just going to rush that as quickly as possible. As we drop in here, there's special resources that we want to collect, and that's how we're going to get our initial XP, is just mining this nitra and picking up those mushrooms. Mushrooms is a pretty unlucky side mission for us to get. It's the hardest one to fulfill, but we'll be okay. I'm going to just take any upgrade that increases the level of our weapon, because our goal is just to get it to level 18 as quickly as possible. So I'll take Titan Springs here and just anything. You can see right now it fires just in 4 directions, which means that it's pretty bad at actually defending us. But once we level it up to 18, it starts firing in a spiral, which is awesome. I'll take 9% XP gain. We don't have a weapon upgrade anyways, but even if we did, 9% XP gain would probably help us reach our weapon upgrade faster, so we would take that regardless. Mine some resources and some XP here. And then we're going to go ahead and take fire rate. When we have a choice between 2 upgrades, we'll usually just take the higher rarity one for this weapon. We'll usually just take the higher rarity one, but if they're equal rarity, we'll avoid reload speed. We have plenty of reload speed for this gun already, so we don't need any more, and we can then just focus on maxing out its damage and stuff like that. Alright, so here we just want stuff that shares pips with it. We could take the Subata, but I think we're actually going to take the Stubby. This gun will usually get electrical damage, so once we do that, we'll have 2 electrical guns and can get electric upgrades that will apply to both weapons as well. When you have 2 weapons that share a tag, you start being able to unlock upgrades for those tags as well as for the weapons specifically. I do really want movement speed, but we've got to just upgrade our gun, and again we'll take damage over reload speed. So we're taking a common over an epic upgrade there, but that's the strategy, is just to get this gun to 18 as soon as we can. Here we'll take the rare upgrade for the Stubby, and then finding a lot of stuff that's upgrading our Stubby and not our Zukov, but I'll take critical damage. Critical damage is just really good because we will end up with quite good crit chance. This is a terrible spawn for the supply drop as well. We have to mine out this whole area, and it's got this gray rock that's harder to mine in order to get our artifact for this run. So we might be here a while. I'm going to try to pull the bugs into the gray rock so they can help us mine it, but this is going to be a painful process to get our artifact. Very important to do that, though. And we've at least already done our quest. We found all those mushrooms. Let me see if I can pop that that exploder. That'll help mine. Here... Alright, so we didn't get electrical damage on it, but cold damage is even better on this weapon, because cold damage slows and freezes enemies. Okay, great. The exploder really helped mine out the artifact for us. Freezing enemies is really good, so we'll take that for sure. I'm getting pretty unlucky, though, on upgrades for this gun, so I am just going to go with critical hit chance. Here, I could take fire rate and lose movement speed. We'll need to repair our movement speed, but we get a lot of extra damage from that, so I think I am going to do that. We're now slow. By the end of the game, we're going to need to fix that, because you really need move speed in this game. Alright, well, I guess better lucky than good, right? You really need move speed in this game for the final boss, which just one-shots you, so you have to have basically perfect dodging in the final level. I will say we are still getting quite unlucky in terms of finding upgrades for our main weapon here. We'll now take fire rate on it. Usually I'd expect to be at like level 12 or so with it by this level. Got the elite spawn, but I'm going to try to keep the elite alive as long as possible. So that I can farm as much experience as we can. Alright, so we got the cryo grenade. We can try to get this to level 21. I'm going to focus on upgrading our other gun first, but we do have a mission to try to get this to level 21. I think that's unlikely, given that we're going to be focusing on upgrading the Zukov, but if it works out, then great. And more cold damage means now we can find cold damage upgrades for our guns, as well as additional... We are so unlucky on finding the right weapon upgrade types. We can find cold damage upgrades for our weapon, as well as just slow and freeze more enemies, which is very useful. Let me just do damage upgrade here. The fire rate for lowered movement speed upgrade is definitely, I mean, it's slowing me down, so I'm taking a little more damage, but it's also improving our farm just because we shoot so much faster. We have to get on the drop pod before the end of the mission. So here I could take 2 levels. If we want to go for the metagame upgrade, I would take the 2 levels. If we want to try to win this mission and get that metagame upgrade, I'll just take the Titan Springs. I think I'll take the Titan Springs. Tried to squeeze as much XP out of this level as possible, and we hit level 18. I like to be at least level 15, but ideally level 20 when we leave a level. So we didn't quite get there, but doing okay. I'll take mining speed. Mining speed is really powerful. Just we can move through the map faster and get our upgrades faster. And then we unfortunately cannot afford the legendary upgrade, but just the +2 levels to this gun is still very good, so we'll just take that. And then here, I could reroll again, try to find another upgrade for our Zukov. I think I am going to do that. Nothing we can afford, but I'll take an upgrade for our cryo grenade. That gets us a little closer. Landing on resources always feels good. Alright, we got the mushroom quest again, unfortunately. The mushroom quest is the hardest. It just makes you go all over the map, although we got a pretty lucky spawn there with a bunch of mushrooms all in one place. And fire rate increases for my weapons here. I need to stop tanking those random hits. I have to be a little more careful. So I can use this to drop stalactites. This is a unique feature of this map. So we were able to just pop that big group of enemies by dropping rocks on them. I could have faced it the other way. They drop in the direction that you're actually facing when you mine it. And I would have hit this big group. That might have been better, actually. Yeah, I guess we can take cryo grenade upgrades, because we're still not finding upgrades for the weapon that we actually want to upgrade. Let me finish clearing out this swarm, then we'll go get our supply pod. Alright, I need to stop tanking damage. Yet another horrible supply pod spawn. I don't mean to be too whiny, but I feel like we are getting quite unlucky in this run. Let that roller do some mining for us, then we'll finish clearing out the supply pod landing zone, and then we can drop a pod on the heads of all these bugs. Here, I will take the crit damage bonus. I think our pickup radius is fine, honestly, right now. And then here, I'll just take the bonus stats. This is kind of the potato of this game. Just damage, reload speed, and crit chance and damage. All things that are good to have. Couple lucky dodges there. This character has a base dodge chance. And then finally hit level 12 with this thing. We're going to go ahead and take Release an Explosion whenever the weapon reloads, because it fires really fast, so that's going to be a bunch of extra explosion damage. The explosion doesn't have a very large radius, but it's still just a bunch of extra damage for us. Plus 15% damage. Alright, finally finding upgrades for our actual weapon. Get that healing. And continuing to upgrade our actual weapon. Trying to mine out as much useful materials as possible. I thought I was out of range of that roller, but I was not, apparently. Sometimes hard to see exactly where your character's standing behind those areas. And then here, we're going to go ahead and just get more cold damage, I think, that just continue to freeze all of the enemies. So these drones are just going to add to our cold damage theme. I could use that stalagmite to drop on all the enemies, or drop on the elite and kill it faster, but I don't actually want to kill it faster, right? I want to farm more XP before we leave this level. The level ends as soon as the elite dies, so it can often be good to leave them alive. I'm going to take movement speed. We also want percent damage, but movement speed, I think, is more important because we reduced it for the fire rate. Then I gotta loop my way back around here and pick up this XP. I also want to kill that low health roller, because the rollers are worth a lot of experience. Take crit damage. Basically just focusing all my stats on damage. Now we want to kill the boomer there. Let's pick up, yeah, just percent damage now. Because if we kill that group of boomers, then we can clear out this large swarm and get a bunch of XP from that before the end of the wave. And then fire rate, yes please. Let me get crit chance. Only finding upgrades for the weapons I don't care about upgrading. And sure, I'll take this. That can help us get to the level 21 faster. Fire rate of projectile weapons is awesome. Just increases the damage of our main gun even more. Continuing to just try to farm as much as possible before we have to get on the pod. And then, yep, we'll upgrade the cryo grenade, and grenade explosions now damage the terrain or just bigger explosions. Let's go just with bigger explosions and get on the thing. I almost didn't move because the game had paused, and I forgot that I was 2 seconds away from needing to get on it immediately. So I almost just lost the game right there. Let's pick up mining speed and crit chance, and then I'm going to reroll. We don't really need reload speed. We've got plenty of that. Fire rate for this is perfect, so we'll take that, and then I will take cold damage to boost 3 of my weapons or move speed. I'll take 15% cold damage. That's a lot of bonus damage. Alright, we got collect flowers, which is much better than collect mushrooms because you only need 6 of them. And we've already got 2 somehow. I only saw 1, but we got 2. And there's a third. We'll pick up this healing, and then pick up, oh wow, 3 flowers down there, nice. Dodge that roller, which is going to go through the terrain. I'll take reload speed on the grenade. On grenades, reload speed is good, because that's the main limiting factor in how much damage they do, is how many of them you throw. So we're a third of the way to level 21 on our cryo grenades, and we only need 2 more levels to get the upgrade we've been working on our main gun, to get the upgrade we've been working on all game. Still unsuccessfully, though. Cold damage, yes. I don't think I've ever attempted this strategy and been in wave 3 without having hit level 18 on our main gun yet. This is one of those, in like GDQ they would say, you know, this never happens. It's only live that this kind of thing can occur. Oh nice, we squashed a roller with that. XP when we mine rock, dodge chance. I think I'll just take the XP scanner. It's not going to be a huge boost to us, but none of those are particularly good, so we'll just grab the bonus experience to try to max out our guns faster. Let's go with reload speed over damage on our grenade. I just need more grenades. We have lots of bonus cold damage, so just more grenades is the way to go. And then we're trying to farm out this swarm as much as possible. Okay. Alright, we're so close. We can do it. All these enemies being slowed this much certainly makes my job dodging a lot easier as well. Nope, still no luck. Let's go with the uncommon upgrade. Set off the chain reaction for the swarm and pick up the magnet pickup. And then bonus movement speed. I want to get away from the elite because I'm still trying to farm experience. Before I kill it. Slowing those rollers is really funny. Oh, okay, we did it. Okay, so now you're going to see 200% fire rate, 200% clip size. Now you're going to see why I was so excited to get this to level 18. Because it fires in a circle like this, and it constantly fires. And this means that we can clear out these enemy waves so much faster, while also freezing the entire screen because we have cryo damage. If we'd hit electrical damage, then it would also just be electrocuting the entire screen. But basically every enemy is going to be taking constant damage and frozen all the time, which is awesome. Let's go with just 5% damage here. Now normally what I would do is just continue to upgrade just the Zukov as much as possible, just to continue to max its damage, even though we've hit its capstone upgrade. If you just continue to upgrade the same weapon, all those upgrades multiply together, so that's usually what you want to do in this game. But since we have the meta upgrade of the cryo grenade, I'm gonna focus on getting cryo grenade upgrades instead. Though when faced with a choice like this, I'm just gonna continue to take damage because we need more damage. Clear the elite, and then more damage for our gun. I think we're not gonna get the cryo grenade upgrade. We're already level 45 going into wave 4, and only level 8 on the grenade. XP, please. And then, so now I'm just gonna work on the grenade, because if we can get that meta upgrade, it would be really nice to achievement hunt both of them in the same run. And yeah, we'll take a grenade upgrade, and I will take cold damage, and then roll, and a grenade upgrade, and movement speed, and now we're back into a much better position for the final boss 2 waves from now. Even though I took the move speed decrease, we now move much faster. And you can see that our Zukov is just continuously covering the map in projectiles and killing everything for us. Now that we've finally gotten it into its spiral form. Because the amount of bullets that we pump into every enemy on the field all at once is ridiculous. Okay, sure, let's take reload speed on our drones. We can just have those up more often. I am going to need to start being a little better about dodging the rollers, because that's how we die in this spot, is just tanking a million hits from those guys. Grenade explosion. Yeah, let's just do damage and reload. I don't actually want the grenades to damage the terrain because we want to control when we're breaking terrain, so we can use it to channel enemies around. I am looking for more flowers, though. No, I stood too close to the explosion. Fire rate of all projectile weapons, perfect. Oh, that roller. Okay, I do need to be a lot more careful, though. Now I'm taking too much damage. All the mining speed upgrades we got make this a lot easier, too. Plus, the number of grenades I'm throwing out with the grenade reload speed is really fun. I can do... Yeah, I guess we'll do fire rate and reload speed when standing still, so now I can stand still and stack up this buff, which gives me additional fire rate and reload speed on all my guns. Not the most impressive thing in the world, but still pretty useful. I guess I'll get a level 6 upgrade for this rather than take 10% cold damage. I think that could be helpful. Oh, and in fact it was super helpful because we can do the sidearm upgrade and increase the damage of all our other weapons by 25%. Huge boost to our overall DPS. Since we're already at the elite for this wave, there is no chance we're hitting level 21 on these grenades, I don't think, but I'll still give it my best shot. Do the side quest there, pick this up, get some upgrade material for weapons. We can maybe spend that in the shop. If we roll a couple paint jobs in a row, the one that gives us multiple levels for a single upgrade, then we can maybe make it work. Look how slow and consistently frozen the entire group of enemies is. Let's go with... I don't really care about any of this. I mean, I guess I'll take reload speed to remove the tiny amount of downtime we have between firing our weapons. Oh, that thing actually died to me just shooting it. I didn't realize it could die to damage and not just mining. Need to get to the exit. And the exit's going... Yeah, the exit's behind a bunch of rocks, so I'm glad I went early. And we're on the drill and ready to head to the next level. I'm going to take like max HP if I see it, just because right now we only have 210 and we can get one shot by the boss. And we'll take this and this. I think we are not going to be able to hit level 21 on this. We would need to find 9 levels, which seems very unlikely. But I will re-roll to see if I can find anything else good. And I will take 25% damage on our main gun. And projectile damage, so that's a big damage boost again. So you can see we instantly freeze this guy, and then we slow it, and then we DPS it down. We're very good at killing elites now, thanks to the incredible damage of our gun. I don't think I need to mine this gold for anything, actually. I should mine some health, though. Make sure we're at maximum before we spawn the Dreadnought. We would have been able to both win this and upgrade this if we'd had better luck on rolling the weapon upgrades we needed, but that's how it goes. Yeah, I'll just take 35% or 35 max HP. That will make me less likely to get one shot by the Dreadnought. We mine so fast now, it's awesome. What I want is to prepare a large open space that I can fight the Dreadnought in, because we'll need to dodge its jump attacks, which are extremely dangerous. So I'm looking for a pretty good, just anywhere I can find a big open area. And I think, honestly, near where its egg is the best. Yeah, just like in this area. We'll grab the supply pod, and then I'll just mine out this whole segment to prepare a boss arena. It's very like Terraria-esque if you've played that game. Temporary move speed buff while standing still. I don't think we're going to be doing that often in the boss fights, but we have a couple buffs if we stand still now. Not great artifact selection either, but we got the fire rate one, which is the best one for us anyways. Oops. I walked directly into a frozen enemy. Alright, 15% crit chance. That's great. That's going to significantly improve our DPS. Now our crit chance is at 50%. And we killed the last elite, which means we can break the Dreadnought egg. Now, one downside of freezing the Dreadnought is you can sometimes animation cancel it into its jump, so you have to be very careful about that, because the way that the jump works, it will immediately, if it's in the animation and then you freeze it during the animation, it will immediately jump, and so that can be really bad. Actually, we froze it mid-air that time. That was funny. And we have 209 health, so if it lands on me, I think I will die. So I need to be a little bit careful of that. I'm trying to stay pretty near it so that we hit it with all of our damage at once, and also to maximize my angle, the angle that I can move perpendicular to it at, making it much harder for it to actually hit me. I'll take move speed here. We're almost killing it, so excuse me, I just need to dodge its last attack, and that was very funny, killing it while it was frozen midair. Kind of shot it in the butt there. And then here we go. We get to make our exit, and that's one more achievement in the bank. Oh, we also get the Sharpshooter class, which I haven't tried yet, because I hadn't hit level 18 on the Scout up until now. So that one's really fun. I really like, I mean, obviously you can see we did 7.5 million with that, and next highest was 2 million with 2,000 DPS, and that was with getting our upgrade incredibly late on the Zhukov, but the Zhukov is a really good weapon, and if you can just rush for its level 18 upgrade, it will carry you easily through any hazard level. I think that's just one of the most consistent strategies in this game. I'll do a full guide to that with a Hazard 5 run once I unlock it, but we will, or once I re-unlock it, but we'll get there in a future video. I picked up some rocks so we can go upgrade our meta upgrades a little bit, because the game does have a meta upgrade progression where the resources you mine during the game increase your stats. I have to say this is not my favorite kind of meta upgrade for a roguelike. It's just raw stats, so you sort of need to grind in order to play on the higher difficulty levels. But I'm hoping that they can expand on this system with side grades and, I don't know, maybe cosmetics and stuff. I think it's still very early days in a game that has great bones, so I'm really looking forward to what they do with it. Alright, my friends, hope you enjoyed this look at the new patch in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, and as always, if you have, then please feel free to leave a comment. We're going to improve our luck here. Like the video, and of course you can subscribe to my channel for more of this and other strategy game content. Cheers, folks. I'll catch you next time.